Hospital Stories Part 2, Final. This is the final part of the hospital stories. As I said in my last post, my sister used to work in a hospital as a receptionist, where she experienced and heard some scary stories about that place. This story didn't happen to my sister, but to a security guard who used to work there. That night he was working as usual, and sometimes he was sent to retrieve and storage some medication or hospital things from the storage unit. The thing is that the storage unit was outside the hospital building. Here's the explanation to that. The hospital was located in a neighborhood, so they bought a property behind the main building where they built the parking lot. But on that property there was an old house made of wood, and they decided to keep it to use it for a storage unit. So that night the security guard was commanded to storage, or retrieve, I don't remember that detail, some medication from the storage unit. He went out the hospital by the back exit door, but when he was crossing the street, he noticed something weird. There was a lady beside the house leaning against it. He gets closer and pulls out the key for the door. He could see that the woman's face was covered by her hair. He then asked, "Hello? Are you okay?" The lady only nodded. He didn't ask further and went to do his job. He enters the house, leaving or taking some medication. He then gets out the house and notices that the woman is no longer there. He locks the door, and he leaves. He's crossing the middle of the street, when he has this sudden urge to look to his side. There he sees the woman walking away. But when he manages to look closer, he notices something that makes his body freeze in fear, and his skin crawl. The woman has no feet. She's floating away. When he reactions, he runs to the hospital. Getting back inside, he runs to the front door where my sister was sitting in the desk. He is very scared. He tries to tell my sister what he just saw, but he's shaking in fear, frightened. After some time he manages to tell what he saw, but surely he will remember that forever. My sister told me that some other people at work told him to search for someone who could do a cleansing on him. It's very common in my country, that when someone experiences a situation where they get scared, you have to do a cleansing. Some people even say that when you don't do it, it's very dangerous. Sometime later the man got sick, and he was admitted to the same hospital, but sadly the man fell sicker and sicker with the time, and he ended up passing away some months after that.